Howdy, 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 howdy. How are ye? Hope y'all are doing well. Sorry I'm late. Had a little bit of a intense work day. um, but the new work hardware has started arriving. I managed to convince them to let me get basically the same monitor that I got for my gaming PC because I liked it so much. Uh, so that was nice to get that. Ooh. I'm sorry, beer. I was gonna say hell yeah, but it sounds like you already ate the ice cream. I apologize. But yeah, it's a huge improvement. Although there, the issue is my current work machine is um, an older MacBook. The last x86 before they rolled out the M1s and so on. So it's in terms of, I mean, I don't know if it's the cable. It might be the cable. Let me look real quick. I don't even know. What would it be like 2020? When was the last x86? Oh, M1 came out in 2020. 2019 then? Boy, this sucker's old. It's old. Mm, yeah, okay. So 2019 is the last x86. And I don't think it's even one of the high-end ones cuz it's kind of low on the RAM end of things. It's got the bottom of the barrel RAM. Yeah, 16 gigs. So I'm looking real quick to see like what it supports in terms of external displays. Simultaneously supports full native resolution on the built-in display. And up to two displays with 6016 by 3384 resolution at 60 hertz over a billion colors. Okay. Thunderbolt 3 digital video output, native DisplayPort output over USB-C. Okay, so I'm going to guess that I don't have the right adapter. Dude, 16 gigabytes is barely usable today. It's so bad. I was pressing them. I was like, okay, look, all the developers need new MacBooks. We all need new MacBooks and way more RAM. So anyway, I mean, it's the resolution is fine, and it's working, but it's 30 hertz, and I'm like, man, this is like watching a movie of what I'm doing. I'm not going to bother getting a cable though because M3 MacBook arriving on Wednesday. 30 hertz, 30 ouch per second. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it seems like I probably would need a display port, like a USB-C to display port adapter, which fuck that. Thankfully, the new MacBooks went back to having ports other than USB-C. It actually has a dedicated HDMI output port. So fucking let's go? Question mark. We've finally got back to 2019. Return to 2019. No, actually, what am I saying? Even earlier. So much earlier. Well, USB-C is just a very multi-purpose standard. It does so many things. So I'm hoping, I looked it up and I'm pretty sure that it'll support full 4K at 144, no prob. So I am ready. Yeah, I was really looking hard at those framework laptops, but ultimately, I don't know. I didn't want to drop the bucks. And as far as work goes, everything's Mac. I think that's still pretty strongly true, pretty widely in the, at least in the web dev industry. Very Mac oriented, very Apple oriented still. I mean, it's fine. It's, for me, I don't have an issue with it. It's a nice blend of Linux and not Linux. You know, I don't mind the Mac front end. It's fine. It's not my favorite, I guess, but it's fine. I think I landed at a point where, for myself, if it has a good command line interface for me, I'm good. So, I mean, that covers everything. Obviously, Linux. Windows has the fucking Linux subsystem layer thing now, which is great. I love that. And then Mac has always been kind of sort of, you know, it's Darwin or whatever. Or not Darwin, Debian underneath the hood. So, yeah, it's all fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Pre-birth? Pre-birth. Whenever I have to enter the game, I always, I got tired of typing out the full name of the game in Twitch's stream dashboard. So now I just type Final Rebirth. That's the shortest thing that will give me the right, that will autocomplete to the correct game. Final Rebirth. I assume you mean Apple's price for RAM, right? And not RAM in general. I think RAM in general is pretty good, but Apple's prices don't correspond to reality because they have their little walled garden that they built where you can't fucking upgrade a MacBook. I forgot about that at some point, and I was looking at the I'm like, I need to upgrade the RAM on this fucking MacBook. And then I relearned what I probably knew at some point, which was that no, no, you're not doing that. You can't do that. It's impossible to do that. So, yeah, they're full of shit on that front. And the only reason that they can get away with that is because they have that completely walled garden where they just don't design it such that you can upgrade. Therefore, they can charge whatever they want because the only way that you can get more RAM is to pay some really stupid amount for it. But I'm not buying the laptop, so it's fine. It's fine. I'm just excited to have more performance, more stability, a smoother workflow. That's it. That's all I care about. Yeah. Yeah, they're little their little computer picker is a real, like when you're looking at the tiers of product, right? Like each tier, it kind of makes you go like, well, I should probably just get the one on the far end of the thing, of this particular tier, right? But then once you do that, then you're like, well, should I go up to the next tier then? Should I just go to the next tier? So ultimately, you end up just like at the one that's the most expensive. With that thought in your mind of like, whatever I pick, it is what it is, and there's nothing I can do to change it once I've done it. So, versus a some other fucking laptop. But I will say, it's hard to find laptops of actual quality. I think that there's this real deficiency in reviewing that I think has existed forever. Where, like, a lot of devices, particularly in my experience, laptops, fall the fuck off fast. They degrade hard and fast, often after only like a year or so. You know, that's been my experience. And I don't treat my stuff roughly, I treat my stuff pretty nice. I'm not like covering the fan holes. I'm not dumping shit on them, dropping them. You know what I mean? Like I think I'm at the very least I'm middle of the road treatment, if not pretty darn good treatment of my devices. But my experience with laptops has been bad. They're just shit. And the reviews will like glow about laptops, but there's never like a referendum later on the fact that, oh, yeah, that like hot laptop that everyone was like, this is the one, this is the best one. Nobody talks about it fucking dying after a year and a half or whatever over some stupid ass shit. So I don't know, man. I feel like that's a giant gap in the sort of mainstream review space for laptops. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, everybody talks about the legendary ThinkPads. The IBM ThinkPads were the ultimate laptops, probably, of all time. And I know that not everybody loves Apple, and for good reason. But I will say, I do think Apple also makes pretty good devices when it comes to longevity. I have had good experiences with that with Apple. It's just everything around it, everything outside of that, I don't like. Yeah, I had, God, I had one of those early MacBooks. I forget what the model would have been. It was all white. I don't. It wasn't a Pro, and it wasn't ultra thin. This was before the Air. I don't remember. It would have been, gosh, it would have been like 2008 or 9, somewhere in there. But it was a solid, good experience. It was a good laptop. Lasted a good long time. Also had really great resale value when I got rid of it. That's another nice thing with Apple stuff, if you actually own it, is that you can usually get a pretty good amount of your money back, too, if you decide to sell it on the market. Copper, thank you for 35 months. So with the framework, it's a chunk of change to drop. I'm curious to see how they hold up. I think they're still fairly early adopter territory. Obviously, you can replace everything in it, so arguably it should be a really, it should have a lot of life to it. But you know, I want to see how all that goes. I want to see if that really, I want to see it proven out a bit more with people using them, and I want to see whether that ecosystem is going to live. I'm gonna buy it just to see it turn into a paperweight. You know, it only works if they keep making, and or third parties also keep making parts for it. So, but they are cool. They're definitely cool. But yeah, and then the other thing was I was fucking around with my server. I had been trying to get file flows going again, which I think I've talked about a little bit before, but I use this app called File Flows, and it's really cool. It's basically, I see what you're doing, Dave, and that's brilliant. Thank you for this special visit. Fucking hell. But yeah, I use file flows to process video files on my server. It's pretty cool. It's basically you can build flow diagrams to reprocess video files that you have, generally with the purpose of making them smaller or a different container or whatever. And so what I have it doing right now is like going through and it crops like unnecessary black bars, converts, it normalizes audio, it re-encodes the video to H.265, it resets the default language audio track, blah, 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 and then replaces the original file. And I was having this issue where like the server has a GPU in it, but the GPU is not available to be used. And like, so the internal node, which also what's cool is I can have other computers on the network act as nodes and also be processing videos, which is really sweet. But the internal node was not worth using because it couldn't access the GPU. So it's like, sure, I'll process this video file. It will be 4 hours. Meanwhile, my gaming PC is like, oh yeah, it'll be 2 minutes. And FFmpeg's like, I am going at 500 frames per second. And so I open up the server, and I saw that I have a 980 in there, a 980 Ti, and the power cables, it needs a 8 and 8 and a 6. And I thought maybe the GPU wasn't seated right. Like I was getting no picture when I restarted the server when I had it hooked up to a monitor. So I was like, well, something's fucking wrong here. But I was looking at the power cables. So the cables going into the GPU were a 6+2, a 6+2, and a 6. The middle 6+2, I had not, I guess, well, not I guess, I know. I had not put the little, like, you know, for any of you who have had these power cables from your power supplies, the +2 will usually have like these little feet on it, and they have to go over the little feet that are on the 6. That's what keeps it in place. But apparently, I was not careful about that and did not do that. But initially, the GPU worked because it was plugged in. But I think over time, just vibrations of like us walking around or the dogs running around or whatever, that +2 was just kind of sliding out until one day it was just out. So that +2 is very important because your GPU will not work without it. So I fixed that, and now the GPU's back, and now the internal node can just fucking rip through videos, which is great. Because I don't, the other, I can only have 3 nodes, and the other ones I don't want actually running all the time. Like the Stream PC I've also got as a node, but it's scheduled to not be doing that right now because when this shit runs, it uses the whole GPU. But it just rips through videos that way. Thing is, I'm only doing shows right now. So that's not including anime movies, regular movies. And it's got 3,529 files to go. So it's going to be a little while. It's going to be a little bit. But I'm going to have it all scheduled, and they're just going to be cracking away on this while I'm doing other things. Yeah, that other connector definitely would have melted, and that would have been the end. But yeah, it'll be good. It's going to save me a shit ton of space. One thing that's really cool with file flows is that as it goes, it builds up stats, and it's showing you, like, here's how much storage savings you have got from all this conversion. Hold on a second. Pico's being a butthead. Hey. Get off my desk. Thank you. Got on my desk and just started knocking shit down. So yeah, it's not all that interesting, but it's fun once you set this shit all up and you just watch it go. It's very cool. And I really like the idea of the whole library being fully processed, all the audio's normalized. It's got rid of all like the non-English subtitles. It's set up all the languages and stuff. Just good shit. Hold on. One more. Still sounds like he's up to no good in there. I gotta check. What's going on? What's happening? You need to chill out, please. Okay. I'm here now. Anyway. I'm already late, so let's get into it, shall we? God damn it. It's really, really, really weird to me how long... Like, I feel like I'm a latecomer to 4K shit and all that. And yet, we just don't... Like, we don't have good device coverage still. The 8-input HDMI switcher on the modern console tower just sometimes has to be restarted to get signal through, and it is really annoying. But there's no replacement for that device. I just have to live with the shitty one until at some point, someday, somebody puts one out that doesn't suck shit.
Within that pea's flesh is a tumult of emotion. See to it that Nanaki remains safe.
Oh,
Our world is filled
I
with
landed on
wonders.
file flows,
I
Nin.
bid you seek them out.
I landed on file flows. I started at TDAR.
We will escort fellow Bugenhagen back home. Take care, friends.
File flows, the reason I chose to do that and to pay is, number one, it's open source, and I like paying for open source stuff.
Please look after Nana.
Granted, it's like a gated
Blessings of the
thing,
planet be upon
which doesn't
you
feel
all.
awesome, but whatever. But the real reason, or the full reason, was that file flows I just find way easier to use. It makes way more sense to me, and I also like the interface way better. I don't know if you actually looked at what TDAR looks like, but it's like looking up a computer's ass, and it's not really my cup of tea. Oh yeah, very, very bad. So
Can anyone explain to me why we're even taking this detour? Anyone? Because some of us are on a mission to secure the material we need to, you know, save our homeland.
How can you talk like that in a place like this? I'm scared out of my wits here.
I don't know. This Gee dude's too nice to freak me out.
He may act nice, but who knows what he's planning. Stay alert.
glad you like that. I know how to describe bad UI. Whoa, what's this? Oh shit, it's a lake of Mako. What the fuck? Oh, is this gonna be like the river Styx, but Mako?
The home of the Gee lies beyond. Now let us begin our journey.
Not so fast. What's in it for us? Unless it's materia, you can count me out.
How strange you should mention materia. My people are also in search of it.
Okay, all aboard!
Yeah, gotta have Barrett at one of the far
I'd
ends.
stayed longer if I could, but I'll be back soon. I promise.
I'm gonna hurl.
Maybe try swaying with the rocking of the boat?
It's come
I
on.
wanna move less, not more.
Didn't seem to mind when you jumped aboard.
Ugh. Only because he mentioned
I mean, this thing's hardly
materia.
moving.
Be quiet. The planet is listening.
She's about to throw up into the planet.
What's wrong with that?
Anything that reaches the planet's ears, in due time, reaches those of the Cetra.
This guy's a hell of a voice.
Unfortunately, the Cetra are not a tolerant people.
Excuse me, am I intolerant too? I'm Cetra.
You are indeed one of them, by lineage alone. You know not of their history. That has been lost to time.
Their history?
Consider your ignorance a blessing. The Cetra's past is fraught with horror and sorrow.
God, they went deep with this game. I'm really loving that it's not just a one-to-one remake.
So there I am, on the ground, bleeding out, watching everything go dark. Thinking,
For a second,
this is it. This is how it ends.
I thought Biggs was wearing a onesie.
Only it isn't. Suddenly, the wind picks up out of nowhere. tugs at me so hard, it feels like it's tearing my soul right out of my body.
Oh, I see. I see.
Next thing I know, I'm back in the orphanage. But nobody can tell me who found me or how I got there. It's a miracle.
Sounds like what happened to me. Whole freaking army unloading on my position. I'm feeling every single bullet.
Oh.
But then, the wind starts blowing. 1 minute, I'm outnumbered. And the next, I'm alone.
None of it makes any sense. I somehow managed to beat the odds and wake up here, alone.
It's parallel
Why in the hell
universe.
did fate pick me?
Can't think that way.
Can't not think that way. Their luck runs out, but mine doesn't. I'm the only one who gets a pass.
Huh, so not everybody.
And now that it's just me, what am I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah, I get it.
This is wild, man.
Hey, come with me.
Sure, but why?
I'll explain on the way.
Also, I feel stupid admitting this, but I don't remember what happened to them.
So, how's Cloud holding up?
Mako poisoning's done a real number on him. Doubt he's in for a speedy recovery
Yeah.
either.
Like,
But hey,
what the fuck just
hope
happened?
springs eternal.
Like, when we were in Golden Saucer, and they were looking at the portrait of Jesse, and they were all sad, and I was like, yeah, man, oh yeah. I didn't fucking remember what happened. I didn't remember at all. Okay. I don't know why. Man. My brain doesn't store lore anymore. It doesn't store this stuff. I enjoy it a lot in the moment,
Right.
but I
If
just...
he does recover, you can bet your ass he'll act like it was nothing. Shrug it off.
It was
and
over
say
4
he's
years
been through
ago,
10
but
times
you
that
would think
shit.
I would remember
Are we
that.
talking about the same Cloud?
Come on. The guy's desperate to prove himself. Not like he needs to. Everyone knows he's a bona fide badass.
Guess there's no point
Hey, why don't you try picking up some work as a merc? A Zack of all trades.
Why?
If the trains are down,
'Cause one's not
maybe
enough.
they'll send a chopper
I'll
for us.
think about it.
The top of the Shinra building?
Apparently, there are How am I supposed to take my mind?
It's just one thing after another these days. I mean, we can't. How many parties and reunions? Did you hear? Is it
Corkscrew tunnel. See our mothers.
Get a load of this.
Okay, let's see. The destruction of Sector
I mean,
7 was orchestrated by
This is
Shinra
also
themselves.
current story Zack,
We
I
can't
think.
let those murderers get away with it. People of Midgar, fight back against our corporate oppressors by joining Avalanche. Seek us out at the lot off Petal Lane. Wow, that's bold.
Yep.
These guys are setting a trap for themselves. Shinra will just roll in and round them all up.
Doubt public security will even bother going through the motions. Easier just to shoot and skip the paperwork.
Then anyone who goes is...
An idiot, I know. But idiots are what we need right now. Folks who'll risk it all.
Wow. Some characters with some sense.
Tell me you're going.
Love to see it.
The things I do for friends.
I wonder how that rift looks to all the folks topside.
Hey, you ever wondered about your purpose in life? What you're doing here?
Sure, from time to time. Or all the time.
Would never have guessed.
Didn't used to, but things changed. Went through a lot after I joined Shinra, like, a lot.
I bet. I ask because ever since I woke up, I've been wondering about what to do with all this time I've been given.
Something out, right? I mean, they got it.
I really like this Biggs. This is really,
Hey,
really
Biggs.
interesting.
You said before I ought to try picking up some work as a merc.
Yeah?
'Cause one's not enough. So who's the one?
Cloud. He didn't tell you? Must not have wanted the competition.
When exactly did you meet Cloud?
The day before we hit Reactor 1. So, how long ago was that again? Weird. My internal clock's busted.
Yeah, mine too. What's that about anyway?
Good question.
So, what do you think's gonna happen to our baby?
Don't know.
I just wish we could have seen their face.
Jesus Christ, game.
Let's give them a name.
Just some light NPC chatter.
I just hope I can put on a good smile.
You know, I think I prefer being number 2 or 3. Suits me much better.
Yeah.
Why don't we all go
Like, the guy who only has to worry about the how, and doesn't have to decide on the what.
A minor role?
Exactly. I'm no hero. So how come I was the one who got saved?
'Cause someone needs you. You and your can-do attitude.
And who might that be?
You were the guy with Aerith, right?
Whoever brought you back, I guess?
And assuming there was someone,
sky getting
who could it have been?
That's a good question.
Hell with it. Let's just do what we want. Start robbing folks and stop.
It's very
just up ahead.
interesting
Keep your eyes peeled.
Copy.
the way they're unveiling this, and the fact that we know that Aerith is already here.
Nobody, huh?
Not a soul.
Well, at least Shinra was a no-show too, right? Who's there?
Oh shit.
Huh. New recruit?
As if I'd ever join Avalanche. I just came to see what kind of morons would fall for your dumbass propaganda, that's all. But I should have known. Nobody could be that stupid. Anyway, I'm out, losers.
I told you I wasn't cut out for a leading role. And here I thought I might have been saved for a reason. Some higher purpose. Sorry for wasting your time.
Biggs! It's up to us to find our own purpose. I mean, who says it's gotta be one way? Everyone's sitting back, acting like the world's doomed, but the future's not set in stone. We're not powerless. So long as we don't lose sight of what's important.
I
You
don't.
know,
I just
what
don't know,
matters most of all
Destin.
when the going gets tough. I don't know, hopes, dreams, maybe? Something like that. So long as we've got those. And hold on tight and never let go.
Like this?
Like your life depends on it.
The world's lucky to have you. It's a start. Anyway, I gotta run.
I'll be sure to pay a visit to Cloud when I get the chance.
See ya. Think about what I said.
You were supposed to bring him back for Marlene. Ding dong.
Guess I should probably head home too.
What about that backpack?
Home, huh?
What about that backpack, though? What about that backpack, though? Kyrie forgot her backpack, which is filled with traveling supplies. Perhaps she hoped to join Avalanche after all. I really like the look of these motorcycles, by the way. They look really cool. They had a kind of 90s-ish appeal to them. Well, I'm somewhere in between. I kind of assumed it was sort of something like that, but I did my usual overthinking thing where I'm like, why would you bring a backpack and then not take it with you if you choose to leave? Especially if you were hiding with it. Like, why wouldn't you just take it? It's your fucking backpack. Don't you have shit in that you want? Is that the point? So, you know.
I'm back.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Guess who I just saw? Biggs.
Really?
Why didn't you make him walk another 10 feet?
Did he say anything about Daddy or Tifa?
No, sorry. Forgot to ask.
Aww.
Zach, would you mind checking on Aerith for me?
Sure.
We're all headed for the same place. You'll see your daddy and Tifa again.
Soon?
We can make it soon.
Marlene.
Oh.
Soon enough.
We just had to get a quick look at these pipes. And the sky JPEG. And back through the window.
It's me. The wind. That was you, wasn't it? Hello in there.
I forgot to put a breathing animation on her. She looked gaunt. Her eyes kind of looked sunken a little.
What?
Let me just
We've arrived.
sink my hand in this thing that people get poisoning from exposure to.
Still standing.
Oh. This is ominous.
Hmm?
Welcome to the village of the Gi.
This is all new, isn't it? I wouldn't put it past me to completely forget or completely miss something like this from the OG, I suppose. Yeah, they subscribe to the bench system. staff for Aerith. It's bench plus. It's bench plus.
Welcome to our domain, children of the planet.
Y'all hear that just now?
Our flesh is gone, yet our spirits are condemned to linger. Outsiders such as we are unwelcome, forever denied the planet's embrace.
I feel for you. Can only imagine how tough that's been.
My kin now dwell within these effigies.
This is a recording, Barrett.
I beseech you, lend them your ears. Long has it been since they have had an audience.
You know, Beer, that's actually kind of a theme in Final Fantasy VII. Although I don't think that these guys are supposed to be aliens. I
They're
think
not
they're...
bound to the planet, and so she rejects them.
Because you have to come from the life stream to return to it.
Oh, okay. Maybe they are.
Means these dudes can't die, right? They're invincible!
I'm not sure that's something to celebrate. Being stuck as spirits with no hope of release sounds like a fate worse than death.
As if you know anything about dying. I mean, are you even really alive?
Yuffie not understanding how robots work.
Another stuck spirit, perhaps?
We shall not rest till the materia is ours.
Uh-oh. This was a trick.
You and me both.
They're gonna take your materia, Yuffie. Yeah, Genova is an alien, and it's a whole thing. And therefore, Sephiroth views himself as an alien. The whole thing where he wants to wipe the planet clean and ride on it like a little... like his very own little bus to somewhere. I don't know. The Promised Land? It's something.
Cast out from the cycle of life and death into purgatory eternal. We shall hunt.
Fire. Oh yeah, also...
The materia is ours. We shall not rest till the materia is ours.
It's fine.
This ends here. Gotcha. Don't overdo it.
So it's my turn?
Oh my god. Okay. Alright, hate that. Okay. Yeah, forgot about that. Forgot about that. I forgot about that. That's a problem. That's gonna be a little problem there.
This one's for you! Okay. Get him! One more shot! Hey, you asked for it. And
So long.
Just a moment. What was you barking at? What was you barking at? Nothing? Somebody make you mad? Sorry. Bear was barking it up. I wanted to see why. Wanted to see why. You know what I can do is actually... Wait. Oh no. Normally you always have to have Cloud in the party, huh? Right? Yeah. Also,
I think they just picked all of it up from the pad and then put it in the pen.
cool.
Sorry. But I just finished the manga and I was reading the reviews to the last chapter and somebody kept saying the ML and I was like, you just read, it's like 100 fucking chapters, why don't you use their name? And then I was like, wait, what is his name? Look him run. Can't be mad about that. I don't remember his fucking name. Just read it. Ugh.
Yeah. I feel like I've been going through that with Final Fantasy VII actually. I was just talking earlier about how I cannot seem to absorb any information about anything that's happened for very long.
That's kind of one of the things that made me give up on ever watching Game of Thrones. Because, like, in the book, I can go back and be like, okay, that's his name, so that's this person, and then I would go back a lot. So I would forget people's names. But in the show, like, I have no fucking clue. Like, we watched, what, like 2 seasons of it together? And every single time I'd, like, wait, who was that guy? I don't, how is he related to anyone? I don't, and it jumps around so much, it was fucking impossible. Anyway.
It was our fate to be spurned by the planet forevermore. Thus did we resolve to forge our own path to salvation.
With materia, you mean?
We long to lay hands on the materia of peace.
Actually,
I'm not irritated. I want a chai, but I don't want you to make it a chai.
I'll make a try.
You make a chai?
I mean, everything's like right here.
Keep it together.
I'll take care of him.
Undone by treachery. Salvation will be ours. Salvation will be ours.
Don't worry.
Stop it! What the?
Show me what you can do.
Ugh. Not able to get that.
Get all you got. I'll finish it. Got some fight left in you.
That's it.
Heads up.
Where's my ear?
That didn't do very well.
Let's do this.
One more shot.
Going in.
The music here is very unique.
There is but one thing that can deliver unto us ultimate salvation, and that is materia.
So an ultimate materia? Where is it? You gotta tell me!
In the materia of peace, we shall find the end for which we have long yearned.
It's really nice having everything all together.
Yeah.
Even over there in the other kitchen, everything wasn't together. It's really nice. Oh, do you know where your HDMI plugs are?
What for?
I wanted to hook up my old PC in the by my quick station.
There's one right there. Although, well, it's probably sufficient for your needs. Question is, what length do you need? The white one is. Oh. Oh, my bad. One moment. Okay, sorry. I'm here. Let us continue. I love that, like, buzzing something sound that's kind of in the background of this track.
Our ultimate salvation is cessation. It is nothingness. Our wish is not to exist, but rather to no longer exist.
Ultimate salvation is nothingness? Okay.
In the purest of materia, we place our hope and faith.
Sorry, one more thing. You mean like just a powered cable, yeah? What one did you take? The Dell?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need a normal power.
Yeah.
Well, the Scepter has like a special. I actually have a box that has those. Somewhere. Oh yeah. God, we were fucking looking around for like HDMI cables and power cables for a monitor. And I forgot that I got a monitor today from which I used none of the included cables. So it was like a whole monitor cable kit ready to go. Nakomi's the one who realized it. Meanwhile, I was like, well, I definitely have stuff in my bins somewhere here. It's here somewhere. Just being like an old man. Truly. Yeah, I convinced my work to get me another one of this model of monitor that I got for my gaming PC. But it's so fucking worth it. Originally, I was using the monitor that they provided me along with the old-ass MacBook. And that monitor sucked. It sucked so bad. It was like a bottom tier Scepter monitor. And I think it was, I'm not even sure if it was a 24 inch. And then I switched to another, like a 27 inch that I had laying around. But it was also not a good monitor. It was quite an old monitor.
Don't know about y'all.
Like 10 years or more.
Think we probably don't want to overstay our welcome here.
It's hard to feel at ease around folks whose only desire is death. And if the planet won't let them have it, well, who's to say they won't let the planet have it?
I love Kate's.
Sure.
Don't you think someone responsible like me ought to hang on to that materia? So it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I think we shouldn't get involved at all, lassie.
Little late for that.
What do you
Thank you,
think
Babby.
he wants us to do for him?
Steeped in our one desire, purest of materia no more, with pain and spite made black.
Man, this monitor has such good picture that I'm not even sure I want an OLED monitor.
Purest of materia no more, with pain and spite made black. Steeped in our one desire,
Black materia,
with pain and spite made black.
Guys, something's happening to Cloud, guys.
Steeped in our one desire, purest of materia no more, with pain and spite made black.
Dude, this music. This is
Whatever
so
that materia
good.
is, we can't let them have it. No matter how much they want it. Don't know how far we can let this go, but for now we play along.
Oh man, go back to that track. I want that track back. That was such a... I don't even know. That hit me like out of nowhere really hard. Like they kind of have... I don't know. I thought that they would have played out the whole Sephiroth encounter thing by now because they've kind of been really harping on it. But something about the way they just did it, plus that track, gave me goosebumps, man. I think for me, though, the right music with a scene that's even, you know, maybe not the most incredible scene would still push it over the top for me.
Beyond, the star we called home began to wane.
It's on you. I'm
All
coming.
past, it was subsumed by your own. The earth shook, seas boiled, skies shattered, and time stopped. Few of my people survived the chaos and calamity. Those who survived knew our fear. But to the planet, we were not welcome. Not in life nor in death.
God damn it. I hate when it gets canceled. Pisses me off. Something awful. Dude, it almost happened again.
Here he comes. That'll do.
Holy shit. These guys are casting. Resurrection. Oh, what? These ones can't die? Oh, God. long is your next vision?
Gonna make me do everything?
You're not gonna have to do that. Cool. Right there.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't think there's nothing to remember. Not really a whole lot of that. Anyway. Either way, but also...
No time now. Enough.
Or what, you kicked the shelves?
Oh, yeah. Hard. It went flying. Almost fell. My ankle hurts real fucking bad. You can see that lump.
Sorry. That's a goose egg.
Yeah, it hurts real fucking bad. And I'm to the point where I'm starting up.
Wait. Oh. I didn't understand what you said. Internet. I'm sorry.
We still got a job to do.
Get him!
Second win.
One more shot!
Let's finish this. Going all out.
Love and grace.
Eric!
Try using it.
We need another bench. I'm pretty happy with 4K. But you do have to have a lot of other stuff driving it to make it worthwhile.
Those not born of the life stream can never join its flow. One cannot return to that from which one did not arise. And so our souls sought refuge here. Yet idleness brought no solace. Our days, a penance imposed by the planet for the sin of our existence. And now, our only wish is to be freed from this prison, to be granted true release.
They are aliens, yes.
From the planet, we claim the greatest of materia, a most sacred treasure, and imbued it with our desire for freedom. After an eternity, the materia began to stir. And thus did we rejoice, knowing that salvation was within our grasp. We rejoiced, so convinced were we that our prayers for release had not been in vain. Yet the loathsome Cetra trespassed upon our lands and stole the treasure that would grant us deliverance. Therefore, we ask that you retrieve it, the black materia, key to our oblivion. Please, it alone can liberate us from this endless dream. The Gi cannot rest until our sacred treasure has been restored to us. Moreover, in redressing the crime of her ancestors, the Cetra may help us to let go our ancient grudge.
Where is it?
It is said the orb lies within a place of Cetra worship.
A place of Cetra worship? Or temple?
You know what?
I have an idea. At least, I think I do.
Forgive me, Hollow One, if I regard you with suspicion.
Now hold on there. I'm friend to one and all, thanks to my crystal ball. No matter your need, I have the right read.
He's strange, but you can trust him. Really.
Huh?
Alas, it appears we have been discovered. I trust you will return our materia to its rightful home. Only you can end our torment.
Only you can stop forest fires.
I guess we're back? Yeah.
We need to get moving.
Right.
I'll make you proud, Dad. Just wait.
Well, that was really cool. And that's all you get. This is a short one. But yeah. I mean, it was. I started late. I talked for half an hour. Sorry, Paint. It just feels right to bring this day to a close. But we will continue tomorrow, and hopefully I will be here on time tomorrow. So, until next stream, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good night. I'll see you next time.